Okay, so you have a Jamaican banker who have a dream for build him house in a Manchester. So him find a architect, get a drawing done. Submit it to parish council. Parish council passed the drawing. April 2008, him start out to a contractor about building the house. 22nd of May 2008, him get a quantity surveyor to do a report of how much it going to cost to build the house. The quantity surveyor said it would have cost $13,625,330.80 to build the house. The house was designed to be a single-story bungalow. The client got the drawing done. When the client and the contractor got on the site now, the contractor settled down and said, but the house can't be there, so. You have a 12-foot drop to the road. So, in order to build the house like how it's on the drawing, you have to go do one of two things. Either you dump up the area to bring it up to the level, or you use stilts. So you use some long concrete columns to hold up the house. The client asks which one is more expensive. Contractor says if you dump up the place, it'll take a whole heap of material to fill that area to get the place flat. So it would have cheaper you just go with the stilts instead of dump it up. So the client says how much more that cost? The contractor look on the site and she say majority of the block already buy, majority of the steel already buy. So him say it wouldn't cost a lot more in terms of labor to build the stilts. It's just maybe a lot of material, minimal amount of labor. So the client look on that and say, alright then, since it now costs a lot more, we can work with it. And them decide to go with the stilts. So since them go with the stilts, them use some of the space and build a basement area. The basement include washroom, bathroom, and an extra room. And then on top of that, them build a little concrete water storage tank. So all of that under the house. So all of that work was included in the quantity surveyor's report. But they decided to go ahead without going back to the quantity surveyor to see what the new cost would be with all these changes. Even though they decided not to go back to the quantity surveyor, the client still used the same cost report to get the loan from the bank. So he submitted the cost report that never include the basement area, and the bank used that to give him the loan. So the bank gave him a loan of $10 million. So him get $10 million from the bank. And him saying the case that he had $4 million outside of that. So he had the $10 million loan, $4 million in his pocket, plus all of the block and steel and they already buy. So what the client agreed with the contractor is that he would pay him in advances, and the contractor would provide the costing details of how the money was spent after him pay him. The contractor get $2 million as him deposit to start working. So the work start him do him thing on the site, and him get couple payments, one of which was on the 8th of June 2009. Him get $2.5 million. After him get that now, him work same way. Then on the 16th of July 2009, the worst happened. Contractor dead. When we all get to heaven. In the case, they never tell you why him dead or how him dead, them just say him drop out. So that leave the client in a limbo cause him contractor drop out. But same time, the contractor wife step in now and call him and say, we're planning to continue the work same way, even though her husband passed away. She want to finish the job. So the client said, alright, no problem, we can meet up on site. And she said yeah, and them agree to meet on site. When they meet on site now, the wife just talk to him and thing, and then she tell him say him owe her $8 million. So the client shocked, and I say, oh that? And she start going, she have her calculations, and I explain to him how him owe $8 million, and him say no. And him start explain to her, say, and him buy most of the material, him provide the block, him provide the steel, him do most of those costing, so maybe that's why you think say him owe it. So the client tell her, say, no, really and truly, I just pay him 2.5 in advance. So you have 2,500,000 for me. She said, no. Let me go check everything and get back to you. And him said, alright, cool, go and go check it. So she the wife now go back at the office and check her books them and tell him, say, no, him still, based on what she seen, him owe her $8 million. And him I say, him the client I tell the wife, no. You owe me $2.5 million and you have to give me back my money. Because I paid your husband in advance to do the work and no work don't do. Because of course he passed away. The wife tell him, say, you need to make other arrangements for the watchman because he hasn't been paid in over 3 weeks. So you need to pay him, and we're going to have issues in finishing the project if you don't pay me the $8 million where you owe me. So the client take it from that, say, based on that statement, that she not intend to finish the project because him, the client, at the last payment that he was supposed to make, the 2.5 million was the last payment he was supposed to make to the contractor for the contractor finish the house. So him not prepared for give her no more money. Him just want back him 2.5 to finish him house. So the watchman never get paid, so him stop come at work. Then you know, 2 tools them broken at the place, thief some electrical material, thief some windows. So the client end up lose some material like that. So him pay the watchman 30,000 for come back for watch his site, and then him take over the work and start finishing house, even though him not getting money yet. So the matter reach a court. The banker go sue the widow, the wife. Say he want him 2.5 million and she counter claim says she want her 8 million for all of the extra work that was done. When they got court, they each told their side of the story. When the court case start now, the owner take the stand and the contractor wife's lawyer start asking him some questions. I said if him realized that a lot more work was done than what was agreed in the cost report. He said yes, he knows that more work was done than what was included in the quantity surveyor's estimate, but it was done based on offsetting other costs because he provided material. The contractor's wife lawyer now say that alone couldn't cover all of the costs involved because the labor cost is substantial, and he said no, that wasn't what me and the contractor discussed. He said it wouldn't cost much in labor, it's mostly material, and the client provided most of the material. So then the lawyer now put it back to him and say, do you know that the batter board that was included in the quantity surveyor's report was 2,800 square foot at a cost of $167,804, and what was actually done is 4,429 square foot. The client said him not familiar with measurements and costing because they never discussed that. Him just continue to tell him say what we agreed on was that I would give him the material and he would provide the labor. So then the lawyer start put more questions to him. I say, do you know that in the quantity surveyor's report the work was to include 5.5 tons of steel, but 8.6 tons was actually used? And the client just continue to tell him, I don't know about construction costs, I don't know about material and all them something eh? I just talk to him and him tell me, say, give him that material and him will find the labor, and it not gonna cost much more money than what them already say. Them are gonna still stick to the original report. So the lawyer said to him, so you think the work would really stay at the cost that's in that report with all of the changes where you make, all of the addition them, you add in a full basement, water tank, all this, you think it would have still be able to do for that the same money?